All right, everybody knows what this is. This is a barcode. So let me ask you this. What is the difference between this and this? Absolutely nothing. The S&P 500 has literally turned into a scanning barcode. You could literally put your phone up here right now and it might actually, send you somewhere because that's just how crazy this looks. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. You can make money in these, in this type of market. It's very difficult though. It's very difficult to find these tops. It's very difficult to find bottoms. So what is happening here? What is going on with the S&P 500? Hey, my name is Ben and I'm here at 5 Better Trades. Today is November 3rd. 2025, and we are going sideways. We're going absolutely sideways. Last week, we looked at this on the channel here, and we determined that, there is a possibility for a downside move. There's always a possibility for an upside move. I am not a perma bear. I'm not a perma bull either. However, I do tend to be bullish most of the time, but something does not feel right. It did not feel right on these tippity top. And in fact, we did go down here. So we called that, pretty much the top right there, but it really has just gone sideways. It really has just gone sideways from Friday, even from today. So where can this go? Where can this market go? Right now, it's in a nice little parallel channel on the daily. And it's just it's hanging out and it's just really isn't doing much. It is printing candles that are very similar to the last candle. Right now, it's literally almost looking identical to what happened on Friday. So where can we see the markets go for this week? I think if we could start to see some kind of momentum, even a candle close starting above, even the one today, we could even go back to all-time highs. There is a possibility for that. But I think overall, it is looking it's looking a little bit bearish overall. It just doesn't feel like this, like all the momentum that was driving this up here is still there. It just doesn't feel that way. And again, you need to put your feelings aside sometimes, even with the markets. But a lot of the times, when you see a lot of things out there, when you see a lot of everybody and their brothers is lining up to, everybody's just saying, hey, listen, what's going on with the S&P 500? Like when it start trending, when people are, common folks that aren't really normally talking about the markets or, are mentioning it, that's around the times when it starts to get a little bit nuts. And we're not quite even there yet. It's just usually it's the folks inside the inner circles of that, that likes finance, that's still talking about this kind of stuff. However, it is going sideways. So it's going sideways right here. We're doing a little bit of barcode. The magnet zone is really trying. It's really trying to do its best to find some zones here. The next one, I like looking at it on the 30 or the hourly. The next one here at the top is at all-time high, and the pretty much the last one that we have below is right here at 672. And again, this isn't all that far off from where I believe that we could go. I think we could get into this zone right here at some point. That's not even, that's only a percentage, a 1 or 2%. It's really not all that bad. So if we can just even find this zone right here, I think we can kind of slingshot ourselves into the next phase, and then we can continue to go upwards. So that's the S&P 500. There is one that I have my eyeballs on. I've been watching. I actually am grabbing this one, and this is GLD. This is gold. And so last week I mentioned about how I have a case where I believe that gold's going to go back to all-time highs. Right now we put ourselves in a position where it's in a triangle, and so I think if this can continue to break, right now it is still in this triangle. So there isn't a little bit early. I kind of jumped the gun on this one a little bit early, and it is still hitting some of this resistance right here. But if it can break out of that, I do see this breaking upwards and especially with GLD, I could see it filling this gap right here, at least at 377. Which is not too far away. It's about 2.5%. And man, this thing was moving way more than that when it was going. So, if these markets start to turn down, be ready, because money will start flowing into gold. Let's just look at gold's chart in general. So this is the analysis we had last week. So we were talking about it here on Thursday, how it could go sideways here and then go back up. So right now we are in this phase where I mentioned that it'll go sideways into this triangle. So my next prediction is this right here, this little arrow going up. I predict it going up here and breaking this resistance. So hitting this resistance and breaking it. Now it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. That needs to break it. Typically with resistance, it will. That's kind of why I have a little down arrow there as well, because I think it could hit it and then kind of just break off, hit off of that. Now there is downside. There is also a downside play here as well if it does break out. And I hate when there's a lot of people that are just like, okay, well, it goes, here's my trade, but then like, here's the other one. It's like, no, well, my overall bias is it's going to go to the upside and break this. So this is what I believe. This is what I think that could happen. Will it happen? I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know exactly what to do. I just watch the charts, and to me, if this can break out, it's still early. It's still not broken out officially. If it can break out though, it will go and it potentially will test these levels. So if it does break down, there's this level to hold on to, which is at 3,961. That is the next real kind of a minor support level. And then the real bigger ones will be down here at 3,914 and then pretty much 3,900, it just flat. So a lot to look at here. I think gold can break out of this if we start to see if S&P 500 continues to go sideways like that. And then let's actually look at the VIX. As far as the last time I look, okay, it is coming back in a little bit, but the last time I looked, let's turn this off. VIX was trickling on up. It has since died a little bit today. It has since gone down here. But if we do start to continue to see this go up, the S&P 500 goes sideways or even down a little bit, money will come in to gold. And I think that could really drive it up. So that's really what I am focused on today. Those trades, the trade I was getting, it was with a tri-signal scanner. You will be able to, we do still have access to it. You can actually grab it. One of the pricing options is gone away forever. That was kind of an early access price. And so, but you could still get a lifetime membership for it. If you are interested in that, go ahead and check it out in the description. If not, that's okay. That's where we're getting a lot of our trades though. We like to trade triangles. And so we're in here. I was in there with our members today. I kind of broke down this in a live environment. It wasn't even a live, it was a recorded environment, but I did share it with our members, what I was expecting to see here on gold. And so we'll see if that will play out today. So again, like I said, if you're interested, go ahead and check that out in the description. That will be our tri-signal scanner. And I get these triangles. Basically, we had a gold. Basically, we had a gold signal. So it was this one right here this morning, and we had a breakout. It broke out, and then it just came right back in. So really wasn't one of those immediate dopamine, like, let's go. It has come back in, but this has since gone sideways. But this was a really nice breakout. It looked good. It looked good on this candle, but then it just went right back in. And so we did kind of get a little bit of faked out there, not insanely faked out, because it literally is still in this triangle. So we're going to continue to watch it. We're going to continue to monitor it, and we'll be trading it inside that scanner group with live with the members. So, all right, that is it for this video. If you guys have any questions or any comments, be sure to leave those in the description below. See you guys.